Hi, it's Norma from Norma's Quilt Studio, and I'm going to talk to you about point-to-point designs with Concatenate. And here is the goal we're going to be reaching for, is this quilt with the hourglass design and putting these designs in there. I'm using the design SB Point-to-Point Curve HST and the reversed of that design as well. And these are Joyce Lundrigan's Methodist Hill Quilt Studio. And you can see that the designs start at the center of the triangle and go out, and then also starts at the outside of the triangle and goes in. And I'm using both those designs together to get the end result. And we're going to do concatenate, which is we're going to move one or two patterns to the screen with draw a pattern, and you can use your mouse or your stitcher. And here's one design, and we click on it, and then we need to hold the control key down and choose the second design. So that's how you concatenate them together. Choose the first, control, and hit the second. And then we need to choose our draw pattern, and you can use Alt-P or draw pattern on the menu, and it's also in a little icon on your top menu bar. So let's go do our demo. So here you can see my quilt, the ones that I haven't done and the ones that I already did do. And so what I did was I started here, and then I went here and back and forth. So I'm going to do that with you in a demonstration, and then we'll watch it quilt out a little bit. So let's do that. Okay, I did my Alt-P, and I'm ready to do point-to-point with two different designs. This really works sweet on this hourglass design, so I'm going to come up and back down and go up again and back down. I'm going to go as far as it'll let me. I'm going to reverse and come back. Whoops, I almost went the wrong way, didn't I? All right, and I'm going to take a picture of that on the screen to show you. And here's what it looks like on your computer screen after we've done our point-to-point on the stitcher itself. And so you can see it in full view here. All right, now we're going to stitch that out so you can see how it stitches out. I turned the lights down a little bit to see if that would help with the glare on the camera. And hopefully it's not going to bounce too much, and it's going to give you a good picture of how it's going across the hourglass. And I did not draw any boundaries. I'm just doing point to point right in the hourglass. And it doesn't even matter if the piecing is really that super great, because I'm getting it just about in the corners, and I'm really not trying to be super accurate as I am just to get that little design in the center. If you're a little more picky than that, then you might want to draw boundaries and make sure it's exact, but I'm pretty happy with how it's going, you know, in the corners, and looks really good when you stand back and look at it. So I'll show you a picture of the view as well after it quilts this out, so that you can see how pretty it looks. But it's very, very perfect. This design of Joyce Lundrigan's with the point-to-point is actually very perfect for this. It's getting ready to come back now. It's coming back on the other side. And you saw me, I didn't really, oh, it's not coming back. It's going on the, going one more before it comes back. But you saw me, I didn't really have to stop and start again. I just started coming back on the other side. So it should be starting back on the other side soon. Here we go, there it comes. Now it's coming down and coming over to the other side. So we went one way and then we come back the other way, and that was using the point-to-point where it's turned to where the start was at the edge of the triangle, and then the other start was at the tip of the triangle. So if you just combine those two, you can keep going around this hourglass. Now I did when I first started, did a whole hourglass just around in a circle, and then I had to stop after I did one, and then I'd do another one and I'd stop.
So I played with it a while to make sure I could just keep going, because this makes it much more efficient for us as we're working if we can just keep making these designs and not have to stop. So I just wanted to show you that. It looks like a pinwheel when you stand back and look at it from afar. Even in this picture, you can see the pinwheel, but actually it's just a bunch of hourglasses put together in blocks. And that's why in my mind I was seeing hourglasses so that I could use this point-to-point design. So this is Norma from Norma's Quilt Studio, and I'm going to show you a full view picture here in just a minute, but I hope you enjoyed that quick demo with Norma.
And here it is all quilted out, and it turns red when it's all done, of course. And so I'm going to show you some quilted photos of it completely finished and how it looks on the overall look. And like I said, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to the detail as much as I wanted the overall look and concept. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Like us on Facebook and have a great rest of your day. Norma from Norma's Quilt Studio signing out.